Hey DWC members, welcome back. If you're new to Dollar Workout Club, my name is Lynn, and since I'm wearing green today, I'm going to be showing you the beginner modifications to the exercise moves that we're doing today. Drew's wearing yellow today, which means he's going to be showing you the intermediate level, and Natalie is over here in red. She's going to be showing you the advanced moves for today's exercise routine. So what we're first going to do is go through each of the exercise moves so that you know who to follow. If you've been a member for a while, you know how to do these moves. You can go ahead and click and drag it over to the warm-up and start with us there. Drew's going to help me by showing both the green and yellow version, and then Natalie's going to show the advanced version. So the first move we're doing are bicep curls, and actually we're all going to be doing the exact same move. The only difference is the weight you're going to be using. I'm using these light soup cans. Drew's using a weight, and Natalie's using a slightly heavier weight. You could, of course, use anything around your house. You can use water bottles or heavier soup cans or, laundry detergent, anything for weight. So for the bicep curls, what you're going to do is you're having your palms facing out, holding the weight in your hands close by your body. Those elbows are kind of tucked in tight close to your body. And then you're going to be extending that weight up to the top. And as you get to the top, you're going to be squeezing right here your bicep and then lowering that weight slowly down. It is a slow and controlled move. I don't want you to see you swinging your body back and forth. You're keeping your core, your body completely straight as you do this move. The next move we're doing is bent over row. Same thing. Everyone's doing the exact same thing. The only difference is the weight you use. Feet close together, knees slightly bent. The weight is straight down in front of you with your palms facing each other. You're going to take that weight from the starting position and you're going to bring it all the way back up. And when you reach that top position, you're squeezing in between your shoulder blades right here like you see Drew and Natalie doing, and then extending that weight all the way back down. As you can see, our back was flat during that entire move. The next move we're doing are shuttle runs. Now at a green version, I don't want you to be running because we want it to be light impact. So the beginners, instead, you're just going to move quickly, walking to the side of your mat, and that counts as 1, and walking to the next side. So just going back and forth at as quick a pace as you can, really trying to get that heart rate up so you get maximum benefit out of the move.
And make sure you keep those knees slightly bent as you're moving side to side.
Absolutely. Yellow and red are going to be doing the exact same thing. The only difference is red may be going a little bit faster. They're going to get into a kind of like a low little squat. They're going to shuffle all the way over on their mat and all the way back. Awesome. Just like you see right there.
And this is 1, 2,
Yep.
3,
4.
4.
Absolutely. So, as fast as possible. Next move, we're doing our scooping curls. So the move's going to be the exact same. Only difference is going to be the weight you use. You're going to have those elbows in close to your side, just like when you're doing the bicep curl. But you're going to be starting with your weights out just like this. Again, the palms are facing each other still. You're going to be starting with kind of almost like a V bicep curl move, and then you're going to bring that weight down. And as you do, you're going to scoop. So now your palms are facing up as they come up into a normal bicep curl. We like to say this looks like you're scooping out ice cream. Scooping down, scooping up, squeezing that bicep at the top. This just engages and works a couple different parts of your bicep muscles. The next move we're doing are the sumo deadlifts. So everyone's doing the exact same thing. The only difference is the weight you're going to use. And for green, you may not be able to go down quite as far as you can for yellow and red. You're going to have your legs really wide. So take a big step out. Your toes are at about a 45-degree angle. So you're in a sumo squat position. And then trying to keep those knees pretty straight, you're going to hinge and bring that weight down straight in front of you. As you can see, the weight's kind of on the inside part. You're not bringing the weight out, keeping that weight in down, hinging, lowering, and then when you get to about shin level, you're going to come up and squeeze those glutes, just like you see Drew and Natalie doing here. And as you can see, as they come down, they really try to keep that back flat. So there's a sumo deadlift. The last move we're doing is the shuttle runs, which we already went over. So we're ready to go, you guys. Drew and I are going to go ahead and get started with the warm-up. I want you to go ahead and start with us so that you're all warmed up, and Natalie will explain the structure of the workout for you guys today.
All right, guys, we are doing another 7-minute AMRAP. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. So we're going to do 2 different circuits that are 7 minutes each with a 1-minute break in between. So this whole workout is going to be 15 minutes total. We're going to start with 10 bicep curls, immediately go into 10 bent over rows, immediately go into 15 shuttle runs. You're going to repeat that 3 exercise circuit as many times as possible within 7 minutes. Then we're going to get a 1-minute rest where you're going to get a drink of water, bring your heart rate back down. Then we're going to start another circuit where we're going to do 10 scooping curls, 10 sumo deadlifts, and 15 shuttle runs. And you're going to repeat that as many times as possible in 7 minutes. And then you're done. So one thing to think about is the bent over rows and sumo deadlifts, you might be able to do a heavier weight than the bicep curls and scooping curls. So if you want to have 2 sets of weight, it's handy. One that's more appropriate for bicep work and one that's more appropriate for back work, which usually your back is a little bit stronger, then that's not a bad idea either.
Right, we're finishing up with a few more self-hugs. Then we're going to be prepared. If you guys want, you might want to have a couple weights handy like Natalie was mentioning, since Some moves might be a little bit easier than each other, and then also have a water bottle handy for that 1 minute rest that you got. Shake it out. We're gonna get started in just a few seconds. All right, let's get that weight. We're starting in 3 seconds. 2, 1, and bicep curls.
Squeeze those biceps at the top. Quality reps here.
Remember, the only part of your body that should be moving is from your elbow to your wrist.
Remember, we're going at our own pace, so try to stay consistently at the same pace throughout your workout. So you don't need a full sprint when we first start. If you go at a good, steady pace, really try to challenge yourself, and then keep track of your reps. It's not you versus me or Drew or Natalie, it's you versus you. So focus on good form. Nice job. Remember, we're doing those shuttle runs. Each side counts as 1, and we're doing 15. Move as quickly as you can. The faster you can move, the higher you can get that heart rate, the better it's gonna be. So keep moving.
And you want to kind of be bent over a little bit when you do those. That's going to put emphasis on your quads and get your heart rate up even higher.
About a minute in,
You can see it's kind of like a tiny little squat for green. Just a little bit bending at the knee.
Your arms should be tired at the end of 10 reps. If they're not tired, then you don't have a weight that's heavy enough.
Nice job. Going at your own pace and consistency. Remember, when you finish the round, you go right back into it, okay? Try not to take too many breaks if possible. If you need to slow down your pace a little bit, that's okay. But you want to try to stay consistent throughout the full 7 minutes because we get a full minute rest.
Good job, you guys.
Nice job. Good job. Keep good form. Remember, if you're on these bent over rows, you want to be hinged forward and your back needs to be flat. As you bring that weight up close by your body, you're squeezing between the shoulder blades. Okay, we'll keep reminding you about form throughout.
Good job, guys. We're about 2 minutes in.
Good job. Remember, keeping that pace up, keeping a slight bend if you're on shuttle runs like me. Keep going.
So for me, each round is taking about a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and get 7 rounds in.
There
I'm
we
going to
go.
really challenge myself. Notice how we're bent down, putting a lot of emphasis on that hamstring and quad when you stop yourself at the end of the shuttle run.
Nice job, you guys. Remember, if you're doing these bicep curls, the weight should be heavy by the end of the reps, just like Natalie was talking about. If not, push pause and get a heavier weight. Okay, you want to focus on good form, squeezing that bicep at the top, keeping your body straight and steady. I don't want you throwing that weight up. That means it's too heavy, or you might need to put the weight down and just do the motion for a round.
Make sure you're not cheating yourself and only doing a half rep like that. Make sure you have all the way up and all the way down.
Squeeze those biceps at the top.
Full range of motion for each move. Same for these bent over rows. If you're in bent over rows like us, make sure you're bringing that weight all the way down and all the way up, squeezing that shoulder blade up at the top, you guys. Nice job. Good job. Keep up that pace. Natalie made a really good observation as she was doing it to see about how long it took her to do one round. She's trying to keep that same pace consistently throughout the next round. She's trying to get
Halfway
7
there.
rounds in.
We're halfway there.
Yep, we're 3.5 minutes into it. Try to keep up the same pace and consistency.
One thing that helps me to keep good form while I'm doing these is to kind of squeeze my glutes together and flex my stomach muscles.
Keep track of your reps. Remember, it's you versus you. So if you're not on pace with us, that's okay. Focus on form. Focus on counting your reps out loud. Make sure you know where you're at. Hopefully you're keeping track of your rounds so you can leave it in the comments below. Every rep counts, you guys. Don't jip yourself.
Good job, you guys. Here we go.
The key to these shuttle runs is explosiveness, is power. So you want to really be quick on these movements. That's how you're going to get the best cardiovascular benefit. Really target that outer part of your legs.
If you're getting really fatigued, especially in your arms, you're using a heavy enough weight, you're probably getting to the point where you might have to break up your reps a tiny bit. If you need to do half and then shake it out, then continue on, that's okay. Break up the reps however you need to so that you make sure you're keeping quality form, okay? Just like you see Drew and Natalie, they haven't skimped on their form.
Just 2 more minutes, guys.
Keep pushing it. Do anything for 2 minutes, right?
Yep.
Almost.
Keep up with that intensity.
Almost.
Okay,
never
inappropriate joke
G-rated.
time.
What? No. Oh my gosh. Come on, guys.
All right, keep going.
I wasn't.
All right, picking up that weight. We can't help but laugh here, okay? We laugh and we sweat, that's what we do. And both burn calories. All right, counting your reps, you guys. We're getting to the final stretch. I really want you to make it a push. So try to take as few breaks as possible in these last few reps, okay? In your last round or so that you're on. Okay, keeping up that pace and consistency. Focusing on good form. Nice job. Go at as fast a pace as you can, but keep good form throughout. Nice job.
Good job, you guys.
Keep
Finish
that
strong.
pace
Finish
up, you
strong.
guys. We have less
We're
than a
almost
minute
there.
to go, and we get a full minute's rest. So even if you're tired, if you need to slow your pace down, that's okay. But please don't take a break, okay? You get a break in about 45 seconds. Promise you'll have plenty of time to recover, so give it everything you've got. Want you to be breathing hard and pretty exhausted by the time I say it's the time to rest. Keep going.
30 seconds, don't quit.
Move,
go.
move.
Keep finishing.
Here we go.
Keep going.
Good quality reps here. Don't skimp on your quality here.
Nice job. We're almost there at the finish line. Headed in. Every rep counts. Even if you finish a round, get right back into it, just like you see me doing here.
We're almost there.
5 seconds.
Go, go, go. As fast as you can. 3,
2,
1.
1, and rest.
1 minute of rest.
Woo.
Walk
Nice
around, keep
job.
moving. Don't lay down on the ground.
Yeah, shake it out.
Go sit down on your couch. Oh,
Don't
sorry.
fall asleep.
You know what? My body, if you've been a member, well, you know this. When I get tired, I yawn. So it's not like I'm like, need to go to sleep. My body just, it's my response to hard exercise.
All right,
30 more
shaking it out,
seconds.
you guys.
Scooping curls, sumo deadlifts, and shuttle run again.
Yep, remember
Here
the
we go.
scooping curls.
Stay
Remember the
strong.
wide stance for the deadlift, keeping that weight close by your body. And then the shuttle runs again. I know you already have it down pat. All right,
20 more seconds. Shake those arms
shake
out.
it out.
Adjust the weight if you need to. If it's too heavy or too light, feel free to grab an additional weight. You got about 10 more seconds to grab that weight.
Whew, focus on your breathing. We really want to try to bring our heart rate down during this rest, and then we're going to pop it right back up. Get those weights. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Scoop and curl.
Remember, the weights are out as you come down, and then they're facing up towards the ceiling as you come up and squeeze those biceps at the top.
Yep, you want more of a slow, controlled movement throughout so you get the max benefits versus just trying to rush through the motion.
Nice job. Now, the sumo deadlift is a really hard move. Make sure your feet are over shoulder width apart, so big step out at a 45-degree angle, and you're really bringing that weight straight down, and then as you hinge up, you're squeezing your glutes and your back at the top. So down, keeping that back flat, and up. One of the things I've noticed for deadlifts, because it is a difficult move, if you're not used to doing deadlifts, go ahead and do it slowly and think of form throughout instead of speeding through it. As you get used to the move, you can move up your speed a little bit faster.
One thing I like to think about is sticking my butt out so that I'm hinging with my back completely straight instead of just rolling my shoulders and bending over, which is bad form. And that helps me a lot to think of it as a hinge instead of bringing the weight down.
Absolutely. Good job, you guys. Nice form. Back to those shuttle runs. Again, as fast as pace as you can go. This is you versus you. You have that slight bend, so you're in a little bit of a squat stance. The lower you can get down, the harder this move's going to be. Okay, we really want to get that heart rate up. Nice job.
The reason that we do these scooping curls is because it targets multiple areas of your bicep in the same movement. by coming up in a traditional bicep curl and coming down in a hammer curl position. You're rotating your bicep muscle, creating a more symmetrical look in your arms.
Nice job, you guys. In order to keep controlled movement of this, it helps keep your core tight and squeeze those glutes.
Make sure on these sumo deadlifts, you want to thrust those hips forward. Really squeeze those glutes as you thrust them forward at the top. So down here, up, thrust them forward and squeeze, then release. Nice and slow on these. You don't want to rush through these.
Nice job. Remember keeping that weight in close, like you said,
Knees
hinging at the
slightly bent
top,
too.
squeezing those glutes.
It helps me to focus on keeping those weights really close to my shins too. In fact, you almost want the weight to be touching your shins, and that helps me with good form. And then as you come up, keep your back straight and squeeze your glutes at the top.
Nice job. Slow and controlled movements, you guys.
And you want to be going down far enough that that weight is pretty much at mid-shin.
4 minutes left, you guys. Keep going, keep going. Here we go.
All right. Here we go. Make sure you're really picking up speed on those shuttle runs, you guys. It's intentional that we're getting your heart rate up. You know, trying to burn more calories as we also do this resistance training moves, trying to build some muscle. Good job. If you need to take a quick break, go ahead and do that, but try not to. The point of these AMRAPs is really to utilize the full 7 minutes. That's why we're able to work out in shorter periods of time and still see a lot of great benefits. We believe in working out smarter, not longer. These high intensity interval type of training exercises are going to give you a long afterburn, meaning you're going to burn a lot of calories after this workout is done.
Here we go.
And if you're like me, you might be losing a little bit track of your reps.
3 minutes left.
Let's do the best you can, count your reps. Hopefully you're counting your rounds. Every rep counts, you guys. We just have 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes. Give it your all. You kept track of how long it took you to do one round. Hopefully you're trying to aim to keep up that same pace and consistency for the remaining time.
All right, here we go, you guys. 2.5 minutes left.
Nice
Finish
job.
strong, you guys. Short, quick workout. Good quality reps here.
Good job. Remember with these deadlifts, keep that weight close by your body, and as you come up, stick out those hips, squeeze those glutes.
On those shuttle runs, you activate a lot of muscles when you completely stop yourself and you completely start yourself again. And so that's intentional. That's why we tell you to be as explosive as possible when you're doing them.
Nice job, you guys. Squeeze those glutes at the top if you're on these sumo. Keep that back flat. Almost there. Every rep counts. We have less than 2 minutes to go. Okay, make every rep count here.
Here we go, here we go.
Make sure you're keeping that pace up. Like Natalie said, make sure these shuttle runs are as explosive and quick as you can.
Really watch your form as you get further into this workout.
Yep.
As you get tired, especially on deadlifts, it gets really easy to just want to bend your knees like this too much or to round your shoulders like this. I don't want to see that, okay? Well, I won't really see it, but I don't want to.
We might.
I don't want to imagine you guys are doing that, okay?
Spine on you.
So, if you notice your form is slacking, take a break for a second, shake it out, or drop your weight.
Looks like our timer had some malfunction. Here we go. Almost there, you guys. Keep going. Just wanted to make sure I could see the timer so I don't make you guys do this for longer, right? We have less than a minute to go, about 45 seconds. You got this. Keep moving.
Oh, goodness. Good job, guys. 30 seconds. Come on. Don't give up now. Don't sacrifice your form. Don't sacrifice your attitude. Push, 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 push.
Nice job. Remember with these sumos, you're doing like Drew and I, keeping that back flat, keeping that weight close by your body.
Good job, you guys. Almost
Every
there.
rep counts. Squeeze
Finish
those
strong,
glutes.
15 seconds.
Every rep
Move,
counts.
move,
Move,
move.
move.
Go, go, go.
Okay, don't give up. If you have 10 seconds left, still keep going. Come on.
5 seconds. 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Go, 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 go.
1. And done.
Oh,
job,
man.
guys.
Woo-hoo.
Awesome workout, guys.
Oh,
Man, a sweaty Betty.
All right.
Get
Grab some
a,
water if you need to.
yeah, get a drink. Ooh, walk around a little bit. Okay, don't completely stop. Your heart rate should be elevated. You should be pretty tired. If you didn't think this workout was hard, you didn't choose a hard enough weight. So I challenge you tomorrow to maybe go up a level or pick a heavier weight.
All right, you guys, we're gonna do our cool down now. We're gonna start with some leg swings, so grab a wall if you need to, and swing those legs back and forth. Loosen up that hip flexor and those hamstrings.
Whew. Ow.
Good job.
Okay, switch legs.
Oh, ooh, that feels good.
If you're anything like me, you're starting to sweat more now that the workout's over.
It's the afterburn.
All right, we're gonna go right into a bicep stretch. So what you're gonna do is stick your arms directly out to the side, and then you're gonna point your thumb to the ground and twist your arm until you feel a really good stretch here in your bicep and in your front delt.
Yeah, you really have to put some effort into this. You can't just stand here like this
Yeah.
saying, I don't feel anything. You really have to twist and push out. Straighten those arms as straight as possible. You feel a nice, good stretch in your bicep.
If your arms are sore like ours are, this is hard to hold it up. Oh,
All right,
shake
we're gonna
that
go right into a
out.
hip flexor stretch. So what you're gonna do is get on the floor on one knee with one knee in front of you. Then taking your hand, you're gonna push that front leg forward while using your body to pull your back leg back. And you should feel a really good
Right here.
stretch right here in your hip flexor. And like Drew said, you really have to focus on, you can't just sit here like this. It's not gonna be a stretch. You really have to put effort into it and stretch that leg out. You know you're stretching properly when you're getting just to the point of uncomfortable. So stretching shouldn't hurt, but it shouldn't feel comfortable either. You want to be just slightly uncomfortable when you're stretching. Stretching is a really important part of the workout, and a lot of times people think, oh, I don't need to do the cool down, but it's really important to help your muscles recover. Better and faster recovery in your muscles is going to help you perform better, which means you're going to see better results, right? And so every aspect of our workouts here at Dollar Workout Club are included in our programming because all of it makes a difference in your results in the long run.
Yeah, and if you don't stretch out like this, you guys, like Natalie was saying, it's going to affect your performance. You're not going to have as full mobility to do the moves if you aren't stretching those muscles back out. Oh, nice
ahead and
job.
Get out of that
Good
stretch.
job, you
Oh,
guys.
shake it out, you guys. You did amazing today. Be proud of yourself for completing the workout. We appreciate you. Thanks for being a member. Please tell your friends and family about Dollar Workout Club. Stick around for that recipe and motivation video coming up next, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Bye. All right, you guys asked and we are going to answer. So we have a bunch of your questions here. Sarah said, what are the best tips to alleviate muscle soreness? Sometimes when I do Dollar Workout Club workouts, I'm really sore for a couple days after.
So are we.
Yeah, so are we. So we feel your pain. You know, one of the things you hear us talk about this a lot in the workouts is just to keep doing the stretches that we do in the cool down throughout the day. So you can do those 2, 3, even more, multiple times a day. And even the following day, I notice that a lot of times if I have a really hard workout, sometimes I'm not even as sore the next day. It's the second day after that I get really, really sore. So you can keep doing those exercises and that will help.
Yeah, make sure and stretch multiple times throughout the day, stay hydrated, and make sure and keep moving. Don't stay sedentary, don't sit down all day. That will help as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say the day after when you're the most sore, the day or two after when you're most sore, a lot of times people do decide, I'm not gonna work out, or I need to sit down because I'm so sore, but that lactic acid builds up and you'll actually be less sore if you get up and move. And if you don't wanna do a workout per se, that's okay, but maybe just get up and go for a walk. Also, a supplement like glutamine can help, so staying hydrated, glutamine, stretching, things like that.
Yeah, massage, of course, the best one.
Yeah.
But and hydration, I know that we always think, oh yeah, drink a lot of water, but I promise you that being properly hydrated will really help. So hope those tips are helpful, and let us know if you try them.
Hey you guys, thank you so much for being a part of Dollar Workout Club. We love having you guys as a member, and we love seeing the photos that you've been tagging us in. If you haven't tagged us in some photos yet, here are the hashtag below. So if you try the recipe of the day, or if you want to comment how your fitness workout went today, make sure to leave it in the comment section. You guys, we check those, okay? We check those every day. We love responding to you guys. We're having so much fun with you being a part of the club. Make sure to follow us on all the social media outlets, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.